Hey guys, Lucky here, and today we're back with another map showcase, and today we have Plants vs. Zombies. Well, I mean, again, I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't make this, but okay, let's just move on. So, it's been a little bit since my last map. If you guys can't remember, the last map I was really proud about was Firecracker way back then, but now I put out a couple more maps after that, but I didn't feel like that was the same quality. This is a map I'm actually very pleased with. I think it came out fantastic, and I'm really excited to have this finally finished. So, if you guys remember Plants vs. Zombies, original game, it first appeared in the App Store, I think it was 2 years ago, 3 years maybe? I don't remember. I know the second game came out, and I played that one first because it was free, and it was addicting. At the moment, they had just added this ice zone. I think even not even that long ago, they finished adding the entire rest of the ice Arctic levels. But I've beaten every level of every zone all the way up into Arctic, and I'm almost done with Arctic already. So personally, I wanted to make a tower defense properly. So finally, I decided to build an actual game of Plants vs. Zombies in Minecraft. So, if you guys remember, Plants vs. Zombies is a 5-lane tower defense style game where zombies come down one of the 5 lanes at a time, and then they start to spawn rapidly as time goes on. You have to build, or actually not build, you plant plants using seeds, and what happens is the plants help in some way, like sunflowers. Well, actually, let me just quickly show you guys the guides. So first off, the strategy guide is one that I just quickly wrote when I was starting to build the game. I think the strategies are maybe a little bit outdated, but I mean, come on. So, the only things I can really say about this game is I know it's straight up, I called it what it was. It is by PopCap. I think it is like endorsed by EA, the EA games, so, and I'm not making money off this. So this is just a Minecraft map. I'm not trying to make money. So I don't think I'm gonna get, I'm just no monetary, no copyright, no, So, essentially the way this game works is, in the original, there's a lot of plants. I only programmed in 9, and I did that for convenience reasoning. And also I ran out of entities to track, so, yeah. Essentially this game is built like the endless zone of Plants vs. Zombies, which is where you do level at a time, but what happens in this game, in this specific version, is it stimulates one of the middle levels in the endless zone, and it just spawns zombies randomly in random lanes, and yeah. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly run through the plant guide. I'm going to show you guys clips of each plant in action, shooting or doing its attacker thing, and then I'll probably clip together a footage of me actually playing the game in like mega speed, so you guys can quickly see how the game is to be played. So, the plant guide. So I had 9 plants. I picked 8 plants or 7 plants that I think I really like everyone's really familiar with, and then I added 2 more that I actually really want. I felt like I could make them really fun and cool. So first off, sunflower. The sunflower. First off, to plant any plants, you need sun, and sun is sort of like the currency. So sunflowers produce 25 sun every scratch that. It's about 15 seconds. Then they recharge. When they go off, they'll shoot out a fireworks spark to prove that they just brought sun out. Walnuts are basically defensive barricades. They can only take so many hits, though. Once they've taken a certain number of hits, they'll just break, and the zombies keep moving. So it's good to use them in the start, but unless you have a plan out, these aren't really super good things to use. And also, I know in the original game, if you have 5 zombies on 1 walnut, it'll multiply the damage. There's a 1 multiplier. There's no multiply. Like, it's just straight up. If there's a zombie touching it, it takes damage. That's it. There could be 30 touching it, and it takes the same amount of damage. Pea Shooter, classic, one of the most famed plants in Plants vs. Zombies. The Pea Shooter just simply shoots a pea, which in this game is a slime, every about second and a half, and it's a 5-shot kill on a basic zombie, and on the advanced zombies, it won't do you enough good. The cherry bomb is essentially, it plants a cherry, and then for probably about 4 seconds, it just goes doot, and it just starts sparking, and then it just explodes and blows and kills a lot of zombies around it. Each lane to the left and to the right, and in about a 6-block radius, it'll kill anything. Giants, it will do a lot of damage, but it won't kill them. The repeater is basically a double pea shooter, which is why it's twice as expensive, but it only takes up 1 slot. Torchwood, what it actually does is it sets the peas on fire, makes them more powerful. Yes, I did manage to accomplish this, but I still have a little bit of a bug with how much damage this does to it, and I have not resolved it, and I have no idea how to resolve it because of a programming error I've made, and I don't know how to fix. So I think Torchwood's 2.5, and that's just the way it's going to be. Spikeweed, zombies cannot actually kill this plant. It just kind of it's like a cactus. It just blocks the road and does a little bit of damage as zombies start. The Citron, or is that all of them? No. Alright, so the 2 bonus plants I added are the Citron and the Snapdragon. Now, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to flash pictures of these plants on the screen when I'm talking about them so you guys can see what they look like in the original games, because I don't know if these are as familiar. The Citron is an orange from the far future zone in Plants vs. Zombies 2. What it does is it spends about 10-15 seconds just slowly charging up, and then it opens its mouth and peels backwards and just shoots this plasma ball, and it just flies into the first zombie in the lane. In the original game, it just kills any zombie that's lower than a cone head. In this game, it'll vaporize all basic zombies in the lane. It will 2-shot, I think, almost any other zombie except for the gold and the diamond ones. The Snapdragon is the second one I added. What it does is it basically shoots fire in the lane to the left and to the right of it, and it spreads about 2 tiles in front. And these are pretty strong. If you have an entire lane of Snapdragons, then the fire mixes and it does quite a bit of damage and is very significant on the attack, unlike the attacking the zombies. So, just to play this game, step on the tile. I programmed in multiplayer compatibility into this, so the person who is playing the game and will be on the ground planting is to step on the pressure plate. Then they press the game to the button to start the game. So, unlike other showcases, I'm not going to go through any of the redstone. I mean, I can show you guys and give you a little peek at all the pain going on here. It's just a mess. Honestly, this is probably one of the most complicated little things I've made in a while. And also, you guys can see I kind of used what I call perception structures. It kind of looks from here like there is more stuff out there, but there's not really. I just kind of strategically placed some things to make it look like there's actual features. So, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to stage each of the plants and show you guys what they do. And yeah, I'll see you in just a second. Alright guys, I managed to get myself all of the plants, and I'm just going to show you guys kind of quickly what they do. So you can see here, when the game is actually played, the game starts by giving you 150 sun in the intent that you would use all 150 of that to plant 3 sunflowers in the back of the field closest to your house. So we have all the plants in a general, I don't remember exactly why the order was the way it was. I think it was the order I was programming it. But yeah, they're all here, and they're all labeled clearly, so you can kind of see in the tab or down there. It's pretty easy to tell which plant is which. Now, I'm going to start the sunflower. So the sunflower, so you can see here, it spawns an actual block, and then it surrounds it with sunflowers. Now, if you watch the sidebar within another couple seconds, it will actually spark. There, like that. If you can see in the sidebar, you can't tell because I have so much sun, I gave myself a lot, but it just gave me plus 25. That gives the ability to, you can use that sun to get other plants and plant other plants for the purpose of the game. So, let me just go over here. So, in most circumstances, when the zombies start to come in pretty hard, people will what I do is when the game starts, I put down like 5 sunflowers, then I put a walnut down to stop the zombie and delay the game from starting. So a walnut will actually stop any zombie that walks into the walnut. Will literally be halted right here, and they can't get through the walnut until they actually kill it. All right, so the spikeweed is just kind of like the same thing. It's a plant that's just kind of up in the front lines like this, and what it does is it just kind of deals out weak but somewhat noticeable damage to any zombie that walks through it. Doesn't do a whole lot, but it is enough to dent health in some cases. And like if you have 3 of them, in the front like lines, then it actually is really, really useful, because then the zombies do have a start on weakening damage. Now the Pea Shooter is one of the most important plants in this game. So Pea Shooter actually fires peas, like so, down the line, and it attacks zombies, and it actually deals out damage. So I'm not gonna actually spawn zombies. Maybe at the when you guys watch the footage at the end, I'll just put a lot of them down. But the Pea Shooter is a 5-hit kill on basic zombies, and for most other zombies, it takes about 10. So it's a good starter plant, but like if you see a really heavily geared zombie coming down at you pretty quickly, you got to get down a bigger, at least 2 of these or better plants. Like put a walnut down, then put one of these down. Okay, so the next one is the repeater, which, let me go right here. So the repeater is basically a double pea shooter. It shoots 2 peas instead of 1, like that, and they each deal the same amount of damage as a pea shooter does, and they fire at the same rate. So yeah, that's the repeater. I'm sorry guys that you do not like this block design, but I mean, it's hard to work with a 3x3 design. I think it still came out pretty good. So yeah. So the next thing we have is the Snapdragon. Now the Snapdragon is by far my favorite plant because of the effects on it. But I don't think it's the most powerful. I think repeaters with Torchwood setup is pretty powerful. So the Snapdragon spawns a really cool little flower thing here, and it actually shoots a wave of fire like so, and it deals quite a bit of damage out. Like if you have a whole entire like row of these, all the fire mixing together actually is really powerful, and it deals a lot of damage to zombies. Normally a good strategy is to put a walnut in front of one of these because they are all very fragile plants. Zombies can break and kill any plant except for spikeweed, which is up there in the front, the sand cactus thing, and the cherry bomb, which I'll show you guys in a second. So, the Snapdragon. Now, the Torchwood. So the Torchwood lights any slime that flies through it on fire and doubles its damage. And I actually programmed it so there's a scoreboard tracking for these things in setting it up. So it does deal more damage. It is very noticeable. If you can get a repeater up with the Torchwood, you've pretty much won the game. Even at the very end, if you can get 3 pea shooters or a pea shooter and a repeater setup firing consistently, you can probably run through any mob that comes your way. It is a hard game, but I programmed this game so it is beatable. Now, the next thing is the cherry bomb. So the cherry bomb will just start sparking like crazy like this, flashing and flashing and flashing, and then just suddenly, bam, just explodes. It's not an impressive explosion. I can't make fireworks any bigger than that. Really, I did some work into it, but it just doesn't work out. So that is a cherry bomb. It kills any zombie within, I think it's 6 tiles of it. The last thing is the citron, which is the second bonus plant that I added. This is actually supposed to be an orange peeled open with a little blue core, and that's supposed to be like a stem. So this thing charges up for a while, and then finally it just fires this huge beam. Let's see, wait till it does it. There it goes. It fires a huge energy beam down the lane that just basically murders zombies. It's pretty epic. It's like, if you can get enough of these things down, it's pretty great. But if you get like 5 of those citrons down, they actually start to lag the game a bit, so be careful. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, I'm actually going to show you one last thing, which is I'm going to fake zombies being sent down the lane. So, well, actually, hold on a second. Let me get a lawnmower spawned. Now, let me fake start the game, and I'll spawn a zombie to make it faster. So the idea here is some of these, I just want to show you guys what the, hold on, bloop. Okay, now I'm just going to spawn myself a zombie. So the lawnmowers in this game are actually called beacon beams. I have a texture pack on, so that's pretty sweet, but these are beacons. The beacon beam is designed for a one-hit use, so any zombie that runs into it, the self-destructs, but it shoots a beam that saves your life once. And this beam murders anything that it touches. It's pretty epic. Yeah, that's pretty much the game in a nutshell. If you guys don't remember how you play this, if any zombie gets to about here without you killing it, then you've just lost. And it is a hard game to lose, if you're playing it right, but at the same time, you still can lose it if you're not playing very smart. So yeah, guys, I will show you guys some gameplay, and yeah, remember, if you like what you're seeing, please check out the map. I'll have links in the description to places you can get this map, and I'm expecting to have it on Minecraft maps, hopefully by the end of the week. By the time this goes up, it might actually be up by then, so yeah. If you guys enjoy, please consider subscribing, like, rating would be appreciated, and yeah, here is some footage of straight up gameplay. See you guys later.